Hey, you guys, it's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. This is a very small episode. We're going to be looking at the Star Atlas trailer premiere. This is the first time I'm going to watch it, and as you can see here, it actually starts in 11 minutes. So in the meantime, let's go and have a look at the faction selection, see what kind of factions there are, what they actually look like, and then in 11 minutes, we'll come back and have a look at this trailer and get a live reaction. I'm excited, guys. You excited? Yeah, let's do it. All right, so before we actually have a look at the new additions, let's have a look at the PSF4, which is a medium fighter ship, and then we also have the Fimbus Ecos Grenadier, which is an epic grenadier ship, I think a planetary bomber. Let's have a look at the PSF4 first. So we can see it's a rare, and there's going to be only 2,200. That's a little bit less than what the other kind of ships were. The design of it is actually pretty nice, I feel. So this is supposed to be like the fighter ship. It's supposed to be a bit more tougher, and it has, as you can see here, it's got more fuel storage for deep space patrols. So think of this as like the increased fighter ship. So if there were patrols in deep space, I think this is the kind of ship that there would be if there are deep patrols in naturally deep space. Let's go ahead and look at the next ship, which is the Ecos Grenadier. This is a whopping $8,200, very similar to the Thripid, the Ogrica Thripid. Now these come on sale in 2 days and 4 hours and 9 minutes. There's only going to be 750 of them, so I feel like these people who are really interested in PvP might be snatching these up really quickly. Let's have a read of what it says. Ships give might to the cause with highly destructive, low-orbit space bombs that rain down destruction on any well-defended industrial sprawl. So I think people who are interested in destroying their opponents' claims or their factories on the actual planet's surface, this is what you would need. That makes me think of the rock paper scissors analogy, whereas these guys would be good at bombing your land mass, but there might be other fighters or ships that might be really good at taking this ship out. I think this ship might be actually pretty weak when it comes to spacefarer fighting. I think when it comes to spacefarer fighting, the fighter ships, even a medium fighter ship, might be able to take this out. This is a specialized ship. This is just my opinion. I don't have the information or statistics to prove this. It's just what I feel at the moment. All right, let's have a look at the next stuff. All right, so it's pretty interesting to see that the Mud, Oni, and Urster factions. We can see how much the top player in each faction actually has in assets, and how many players are actually in each faction. So at the moment of time of recording, and these numbers increase exponentially, and I actually think that these numbers are a lot lower than they actually are, because a lot of people, especially like people in my guild and other guilds, are actually waiting to select the faction that they're going to go into. And this is a small strategy, and the rationale behind this strategy is that there is a set amount of rewards that goes out to each faction. So the Mud, Oni, and Ursa faction will be getting a set amount of rewards, and you'll have to divide that between every player in that actual faction. And so if you have less players in one specific faction, they might get a higher amount of reward. And this is the working rationale at the moment in the guilds. It's yet to be proven true, but we can see here that the faction with the least amount of players is the Ursa, which have 1.5k, and the Oni, which have 1.5 as well. So they're slowly catching up to each other. But we can definitely see the Mud territory is 1.9k. And I think this is largely due to Interstellar Alliance. They are probably the largest guild in Star Atlas at the moment, and they did declare they're going to the Mud territory. So it's really interesting. So later on, we'll be able to see who the top organizations are in each faction, who the top asset values are, and just the total amount of organizations in each faction. Let's go ahead and look at the choosing screen so you can see which one you want to choose and why. So over here in the bottom left here, there's a little button that's new. You click on that, choose faction. So we have the Mud faction, who concentrate on firepower and are industrious, heavily industrious. We have the Ursa faction, who have hull strength and who are very good at exploring, so they might be the deep space explorers. You have the Oni region, which are very diplomatic. So think about if you want better prices on your trade goods, or very technological, so they might have some stealth items. Let's click on the faction and let's see what they have to say. So they've got a little description about them here, and it's interesting to see that these humans are actually the Last Divine Hand, a spacefaring faction of humans originating from the home planet of Earth. So these are not the humans that we know of. This is like late stage humans who have probably gone through some kind of metamorphosis through, you know, wars and just ecological evolution, that sort of stuff. And it's really interesting. What I like to see is the local resources in each. They have Tenon, Hycenium, and Diamond in the Mud faction. Let's go ahead and look at the Oyster faction. They have Viscovite, Dodeline, and Lithium. It's interesting that the third asset on all of these ones are assets that we know of on our periodic table. I haven't heard of Viscovite, or I haven't heard of Dodeline. Haven't heard of that one before. And let's have a look at the Oni. They do Jasphorus, Chisonic, and Gold. We know of Gold. So these Oni might be the more luxuriously dressed kind of cyberpunk-esque characters with gold all over them, which is really, really interesting. And have a good read of all these description of the actual factions that you're going to choose. So before you actually choose one, it does prompt you, and it does say this is actually permanent. So when you choose your faction on your specific wallet, on your wallet that has all your assets in it, it is permanent. You might have a faction passport where you can go to another faction and kind of utilize the faction's resources, but you will be forever associated with the Oni region. And that being said, there's also one more thing. It does make sure to, it does tell you to be sure of, it tells you, be sure to check with the people you are playing with, so you can at least coordinate yourselves. If all of your friends, everyone in your group, oh, thanks, Nabil Badi, thanks man, appreciate it. If everyone in your group is going to be playing the Oni faction, your group is going to have such a hard time getting any resources from the Oyster or the Mud faction. So it's just something to keep in mind. At AEP over here, I think our thought at the moment is to be going in all three guilds, all three organizations. So yeah, let's have a look at the trailer and see how long we have left to go. All right, guys, as you can see, it starts in about 60 seconds right over there. 60 seconds. Let's have a look at what the chat is saying. Oh, there's people going crazy. Hey, guys. I'm recording. Behave yourselves. All right, Premiere will begin shortly. Let's have a look at what it is. It's a shame we can't go full screen. I think I'll turn down the volume just a little bit so that even I can hear it, and I'll be able to talk and it's not so frustrating. All right. Oh, it's animated. It's like old school 90s animated. I like it. I like it. Give us more. There's a lot of detail. A lot more detail than a 90s animated movie. What is it? It looks like a mecha Gundam kind of thing. It's a ship, of course. It's just building. It's just building. Give us something. Come on. The music's good. It's building. I'm feeling it. Increase in tempo. I feel like it's the same images. Come on, give me a good drop. Drop it, baby. Drop it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a countdown. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, this is the original one. Yeah, we've seen this. That's different. Whoa, very nice. Yes, I am definitely going to pause there and we're going to have a look at that. We are going to have a look at that. Very nice landscape, unique. UE5, human mud oyster, nice. Very nice. Will it? It's an ocean. Very nice graphics. Very good. Oh. Nice. That was nice. That was cool. Ooh. Interesting. Oh. Camouflage. Oh, guys, what did you think about that? That was I think that was actually pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, there's more. History has begun, guys. Awesome, awesome. Let's see the chat go. Chat's going crazy. Chat's going crazy. Oh, people are not happy. No gameplay. Of course it's not gameplay. It's a trailer, mate. What do you think is going to happen? The game's not even... The mini game's not even out yet. You want the full gameplay to be out? Oh, look at these people. They're not happy. Too bad, guys. Can we go back and watch that again? I'm going to pause it. Alright, so we've seen this already. This is just initial reactions, guys. Seen this. Okay, so this is something new. SOS initiated. Enter ship pin. This seems fairly normal. There's some fluid moisture on here. It seems like it's a cold environment. Yeah, there's some nitrogen in there. We've seen this. So this is a new environment. We haven't seen this before. It looks okay. There's nothing different than any other spacefaring MMO. This is different. Let's have a look at the wrist. 6 minutes left. He's got some oxygen levels over here. I love the details on the hand. This is what UE5 will give us. This is pretty good. And even just the demonstration of the granules of the grains of the sand or dirt going across. That was very nice. Let's have another look at that. Very nice. Very nice. You could see each individual one moving. All right. I'm going to pause there. Great, great view. Okay, we have a human, a mud, and an oyster. Okay, so let's start on the left. The oyster is the same girl we saw. The headset is a bit weird. They have these lights going like tentacles all around the head. I wonder why that is. Why? It's not to give them light in front of them. It's to shine light onto their face. That doesn't really help you when you're exploring space, does it? Anyway. And the oyster on the side. Notice how the oyster doesn't need a light? Because his eyes are, you know, maybe night mode already. Cool. There's nothing else I can make out. There might be some Easter eggs here and there. Anything in the background. Let's keep going. He's got an implant in his head. That's interesting to see. I think they did this shot just to demonstrate some things. You can see the glare on the cheekbones. You see the glare on the materials as well. Yeah, interesting. Just got ridges all across the face. That's really good to see. We haven't seen this before. Very nice. Now, that's what I want to see. There is like a little lake in here and there's some ships and stuff going on there. This must be a giant capital or captain class. Not a captain class, or maybe a Titan ship with like, you know, that holds entire cities into it. And there's more forest in there as well. That's really interesting. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, that's a huge ship. I like to see that, I hate to see that these are exactly identical. You can tell that there's no discerning factors between the two. Oh wait, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Look at here and look at there. Oh no, they look like the same. They are very identical. I was hoping they'd be different. There's, oh, this robot. Now this is very interesting. There'll be some spoilers up in here. So who is this guy? We haven't seen him before. First time. He's got, someone is going to have to zoom in on the face in front of there and have a look there. What is it? And whatever he's holding. So interesting. Oh, he had a face on him before he, before the door closed. Let's have a look. There, there's a face right there. I wonder whose face that is. Why a human face? Interesting. This was cool. This is even cooler. Oh, look at that. I wonder who that is. Is that an enemy unknown faction? Or so interesting. So interesting, guys. Alright, that's it. I'm going to leave it there, guys. The trailer was really nice, highly anticipated. I think a lot of people in chat aren't happy, but hey, this is a game. It's not even out yet. And some explosions. Of course, you got to end with some explosions. Yeah, am I right? You have to. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. This is MetaVerse Explorer. I'll see you next episode. Ciao.